Hey, it's coffee time with Flame Monroe, y'all. I'm back and I'm better. I'm a little swollen. I just left the dentist, but what up? What up? What up? I can't get it all out, y'all. I'm still numb from Novocaine, but I'm back. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry it took me a couple of days. I am human. I needed to recuperate, ladies and gentlemen. It's coffee time. You see what it says? Living the dream. I am living the dream, ladies and gentlemen, with my coffee time this morning. So I'm gonna start off good. I ain't gonna start off with a gripe because I do have a gripe, but I'm gonna start off happy this morning because the other night I went to the live taping of Good Times and All in the Family, and to support my girl Tiffany Haddish, who played Willona, who did a great job as Willona Woods, and the biggest dream for that was to meet my idol Norman Lear, who put on an episode of All in the Family with Beverly LaSalle that absolutely changed my life. I've discussed this publicly so many times before, and Tiffany had left and her manager had left, so I thought I was not going to get a chance to personally connect and meet Norman Lear. So I told Tiffany's makeup artist Dion, and she was like, "Tiffany left already, Flame. She got in the limo." Dion called Tiffany because Dion knew how important that was to me and for me. Tiffany stopped the limo, had the limo driver turn around to come back, got out the car and walked up. The video is on Instagram. You can see her walking up and saying, "Who you want to meet?" Grabbed me by my hand, y'all, like I was her kid, and walked me to meet Norman Lear. And it was amazing for me. It was incredible for me. Because this man did so much for me as a person to show me who I was and made me know that I was going to be okay. And I'm sorry to get emotional, but it was one of those moments that was pretty full circle for me. It really, really was. It was incredible for me because Tiffany took the time to show little old me that I mattered. It showed me that I mattered, y'all, and it was great. So I want to say thank you publicly, and I'm being a big ass sissy right now. It's because I'm full of Novocaine. But I remember that moment when I saw that show, and it took me to a place. So thank you, Tiffany Haddish, and thank you, Dion, for calling her to come back to show me that, and thank you, Mr. Norman Lear, for receiving me. And when we talked, and I told him, about that episode, September 1974, he was 97 years old, but he was very alert. And he was very aloof, and he knew, exactly who I was talking about when I said the character's name. Excuse me. And it was one of those moments, y'all. It was really one of those moments. So, I'm sorry to be a big ass sissy, but it was so real for me, and it did everything for me. I also met Bernadette Stanis, who played Thelma on there, and I informed her that she was the Beyonce of our day. She was our Beyonce growing up. All the boys loved Thelma. All the boys was just encapsulated with Thelma. They loved Thelma. Everybody loved Thelma. So she was our Beyonce. I met John Amos, the dad from Good Times, and I informed him that I didn't have a dad in my home. So you were the only person who I looked to as reference as my father. You were the one who, so many of the rules that you instilled on Good Times, I follow to this day with my own children. I say, and as a little bitty boy growing up, and he said, "Wait, what? You were a little boy?" You all had to be there. It was classic. Oh my God. So everybody around in the little circle started laughing. We should have had that on film. That was great. And I said, "Yes, I was a little boy." He said, "Oh, I get it." Oh, and so we started laughing. He gave me a kiss on the cheek and he hugged me. I didn't want to tell the poor old man, not only did I want you to be my father, but when I was young, I used to look at you like daddy. Ooh, he was so sexy. But it was such a wonderful moment for me in my life that it happened that way. And Tiffany Haddish, sister, I am endeared to you with loyalty and love until the end of my days. I promise you that. Kerry Washington was there. I did a movie with Kerry Washington years ago called Life is Hot in Cracktown. I think we did that movie in like 2007 with Evan Ross, Diana Ross's son. And she remembered me right off. And I was so pleased with that. And Marissa Tomei did a fantastic job as Edith Bunker, and I am a connoisseur of All in the Family because that was one of the shows that I would sit down and watch every week. I also Met Woody Harrelson. Well, I didn't take a picture with Woody. Viola Davis did an amazing job. I thought Andre Braugher did an amazing job. It was just the space, the energy in the room, and the overwhelmingness of it all. So when the real characters came out that were still alive today, it was pretty brilliant, y'all. It was pretty boss. That's who we gonna start off the show. I just left the dentist's office. Now let me tell you something. I spent $1,317 hard-earned money for a root canal. I used to see the practitioner there, but when I actually had to get the root canal done today, I saw the actual dentist there. He was a German guy. He had a horrible bedside manner. I'm not gonna put the name of the office out because my money, like I informed to him today, that you made me feel like I was on a cattle call. I felt like I was on an assembly line. He was in a rush. He was moving very fast, very swiftly. Today is his birthday. He hates his birthday, but I didn't know that. And if you don't like your birthday or something, then you shouldn't have come to work because y'all still took my money. So before they even started, I paid $700 last week when I went to get it started, and today I owed $617. So when I sat in the chair, they was like, "Oh, we need your payment. We need your payment." So I got up, I gave them the payment. They couldn't find the $700 because I paid it in cash. I said, call the original secretary, Brittany, who was running late today. They called her. She said, yes, Mr. Parker paid his $700 in cash. The receipt is there. He was moving so fast, he went past the receipt twice where I had paid the $700. So I gave them my card. They ran my card for another $700, not the $617 that I owed. And so the only reason I knew that because I saw the ding, I have the alert on my phone. And I said, well, you charged me $700 again. You overcharged me by $83. They wanted to give a discrepancy. Brittany came in. She immediately swiped my card and put that money back on my card. But his bedside manner was so cold and so informal. And I explained my gripe. If I'm speaking a little crazy, I'm still very swollen and numb. And I expressed my gripe with the situation. I told him, I said, you made me feel very impersonal. I didn't like the way that you were rushing me. You bumped my top teeth 3 or 4 times like you were in a rush, like you have another client that you had to get to. And he's like, no, when you came in, you wanted to wash your hands. I personally gave you the paper towels myself as if you was doing something big. I wouldn't treat you any different. And I never felt like this was a race thing. Let me explain. I never felt like he treated me differently because I was black. I just felt like he was cold with everyone. But I was dressed like one old bum in my jogging pants and this, but it doesn't matter. I spent my hard-earned cash, which means that you never know who you're addressing or who you're treating. Now, I'll never go back to this dentist's office. Let me explain this to you because this is not my regular dentist's office. I just needed to get this root canal done because I got so much work coming up. But my money spends everywhere. This is what you all need to know, that your money spends everywhere. You don't have to spend money with people who don't make you feel comfortable. And I did not feel comfortable. I felt like I was on the assembly line, that I was the next car coming off the goddamn line. And I expressed it to him. So he called me again after I left. He never apologized. He said, I didn't make you feel like that. No, you can't tell me how you made me feel. Let me tell you how you made me feel. But I also had to inform him that my money spends everywhere. I will not be returning. I'm not going to put you on blast and say the name of the dentist's office or your name, but you understand that I don't have to spend my money with you. I teach that to my children. Okay, so I feel better. I'm waiting for this Novocaine to wear off. I am completely dead on this side, y'all. All this is just dead. Thirdly, let's get to this whole incident about Saucy Santana. Because I've seen all the stuff about it, and I've seen the situation, and I've heard his side of the story. What I said on the Breakfast Club about us force feeding, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong, and I'm never going to be wrong about that shit like that. I don't feel like Saucy Santana was force feeding his lifestyle on those people, but I felt like he was pushing what he was onto those people. Up in the Office Strip Club in Miami, one of the most ghetto ass spots in the world, completely straight. You up in here with a whole beard, makeup, eyelashes, nails, and a thong with your ass out, shaking your ass in front of these straight boys. This was not the circus. They was not looking for the bearded lady. They was up in there to see biological women, as ratchet, as ghetto as they can be, shaking their ass and shaking their money maker, and they didn't want to see you. Then you get the security ask you to calm it down, but because you so attention seeking and you so narcissistic that you need to be seen and seen and seen and see me, they saw your ass. You disrespected them brothers up in their house because that's their house. When you go into somebody else's else's house, you have to act accordingly. When I was a 22-year-old young queen with a bad body and woo-woo, I knew not to go up in the ghetto-ass strip club doing no shit like that, because that's when you had your ass handed to you. It's kind of like they say a shark attack. Sharks don't attack you in your shower or in your bathtub, because you're in your bathtub and in your shower. Sharks attack you when you come to their ocean. Then that's what's called a shark attack, or lunch, however you see it. That's called lunch or a shark attack, because you're in their space. You were in their space. Then you jump on the microphone. Fuck y'all. I'm going to do what I want to do. Ain't nobody going to do nothing to me. I bring my goons. But you didn't have your goons with you then. And the brothers showed you that they were not going to play with you. So they met you outside while you was inviting them to your ass. They met you with your ass, and they shot that boy 3 times. Thank God they didn't kill him. And I'm sorry that he did get shot, because I think that was unwarranted. But you know that there is warning before destruction. This was his warning. The next time it may not go down like that. Fight me. Fight me. Because call me. Tell me I'm wrong. Fight me. Because tell me I'm wrong. This is so you can't say, oh, it's transphobic. It's, first of all, he's not trans. Second of all, it wasn't homophobic. It was an attack on those men, honestly, because if security had asked you to calm it down, this is not the place for that. And then you get on the microphone and you verbally threaten them, you do know what's going to come. These young boys don't play these games anymore. These young boys don't even fight no more. These young boys just completely shoot. Fight me. I'm telling you, fight me. I'm going to get the backlash, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But you a whole bearded ass man up in there walking around talking about you a transgender. That's not transgender. Y'all want to holler, I'm not transgender. If I'm not transgender, that's definitely not transgender. According to you all. Because I don't give a fuck what y'all think. You already know what you think of me don't matter. It's what I say back to you. It's what matters. Yeah, that was completely wrong. So I'm hoping that he has learned a lesson from this, because there was a lesson to be learned. It just happened to be a very scary lesson, because the next time it might not be a lesson. The next time it might be something else. Yeah, I'm Novocaine, but my mind is sharp, and my cold is going away, and a bitch is ready to work. Let's go on to the impeachment trials, the impeachment inquiries. So the House of Representatives has finally decided to impeach Donald Trump. We jumping for joy. That's not going to remove Donald Trump. We still got to get past the Senate that is run by old, white, stagnated, same frame mind Republicans. And they got the power. And they will hold him in there. We still have a responsibility and an obligation to get our asses up, register to vote, and then utilize that registration to go and vote. He didn't win by the popular vote last time. He won off that bullshit on the electoral votes. He could do that again. Do you think that this country could stand another 4 years of Donald Trump? We are already buckling. He will take our bottom legs off. We be walking around here looking like one-legged drag queens. So I'm understanding that you need to understand who you are and get it together. You got to register to vote. It has to become important to you. To you, to you, to you, to you. Because if you are hollering about LGBT rights and woo, 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 remember that the first day that he got in office this past term, the LGBT website came down off the White House page. The first day. If he's allowed to become president again, he's going to remove gay marriage. So all these marriages will be annulled. He will take away partnership rights and everything else, because he has a total vendetta against the LGBT community. While y'all say I'm setting us back and y'all want to fight me because of a pronoun or a bathroom right, baby, he's going to make you disappear. Go back and watch me on They Ready. I said I will fight with my community when they fight for the real shit, because he wants us to be invisible. He don't want us to be seen. I know what I said. Everything I said has come to fruition, including the Ed Buck shit who got caught killing the black boys over in West Hollywood. Ain't shit wrong with me, y'all. I just look like this. But ain't shit wrong with Flame Monroe. Flame Monroe is a smart cookie. And I'm going to prove it to y'all in 2020, because there's some big things popping. And I haven't done a coffee time, and I needed to come on and do a coffee time, but I wanted to express how I felt this morning, because that whole Saucy Santana thing, when I see that you guys are trying to say that was transphobic, that wasn't transphobic. That was somebody asking to have their ass handed to them, and them boys handed it to them. That's real. That's the real. And that's what we have to start seeing is the real. We want to keep making shit what we want it to be. 10 people can be looking at the same picture and 10 different people will see 10 different things. But long as we see the same picture, because I'm telling you, it's going to get worse before it gets better. If Donald Trump is removed, understand that we are probably on the verge of one old crazy backlash in this country because white people do not want to lose power. Period. That's the real of it all. And if you have to see what these Republicans are doing, these Republicans do not want to lose power. This is why they're putting all these federal judges and all these judges in play in court systems so that they can control the narrative and control the way the country goes. They control the thought process when you go to court. They can control everything. This is why Donald Trump is appointing Republican after Republican after Republican that follow him into these. Baby, there's a bigger picture here, and y'all missing it. You missing it. Because you want to fight with bullshit and over bullshit. Ridiculous shit. Minute shit. Yeah, I'm on here on a rampage and on a rage today, and I'm ready for it. And I'm telling you now, ladies and gentlemen, until we open our eyes and get awake and stay woke, we heading backwards. And we heading backwards fast. And do he just want to get away rid of black people? No, he does not. Poor people, Mexican people. Anything that does not think like him or have millions and millions of dollars like him. And some of these poor white people, I feel so sorry for y'all because y'all are drinking the Kool-Aid and don't understand that you will be one of the first people that he gonna get rid of because not that you're white, you're poor. You can do nothing for him. He ain't even the position of, he just the front man. He ain't got no power. They are directing his ass like a puppet. He is a marionette. He is a fucking puppet on a string because he don't have bat sense to do the right shit. And why the wife, Melania, who the baddest prostitute in the country. That's the baddest prostitute I ever seen. How you go from a hoe to the first lady? Baby, she the baddest prostitute I ever seen. Go from a hoe to the first lady. Is out here doing her thing, talking about other kids. Bitch, check that baby of yours. Because there's some things going on in that baby. Y'all look at that baby. Is somebody talking to that baby and don't nobody see that person but that baby? Okay, fight me. Fight me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Coffee Time. If you're in the Washington, D.C. area, January the 16th, I will be at the DC Loft, the DC Comedy Loft. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite or go to the DC Comedy Loft page. January the 18th, I will be at the Park Theater in Las Vegas, Nevada with Tiffany Haddish. January the 19th, we will be at Temecula at the Pachanga Theater with Tiffany Haddish. January the 30th, I will be in some part of Minnesota. Oh, I can't remember the name, but I'll put it on my dates are coming up on right after Christmas. That's going to be my Christmas present to y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Flame Monroe. This is Coffee Time. I'm going to ask you all to open your eyes. Look at yourself. Look at the world. Look at what's going on in the world. This is the real me. I'm still same flame with this hat on, with them glasses on or off. It's still me. Are you still you? Are you still you? Is the question. Are you still you? Do you know who you are? It's a question. This is a character. But up under this character is a person. And I know who I am. Because I understand my philosophy that can't no bitch do what I do. Know that who you are. That's who you are. Can't no bitch do what you do. Can't no player do what you do for the men. Can't no man do what you do. And can't no woman do what you do. Love yourself. Know thyself. And Merry Christmas. This is Flame Monroe. This is Coffee Time. And guess what I'm doing? I'm living the dream. Peace.